Indeed.
There's another one. Another one.
Another one.
There's a J Panther to the left over there, so just watch out for that. We'll let you.
Yeah, I'm kind of hurt.
And four's one shot.
It's all you, buddy. There you go.
I had faith in myself.
I had faith in you too. I figured.
And I had faith in you fuckers, tell you that.
Yeah, knew that was coming. I'm fine with that. You know what? I've been having such
Oh
awesome
my God!
Oh my God,
Holy
I was
Jesus! Oh my God, dude!
Udamus.
Wow.
What just happened?
I just one-shot the
I remember this tank. You've been here before, haven't you, little guy? Cute little devil. Greetings, tankers. It is the Long Con here once again. I've had some free time lately, and I've chosen to use some of it to make some videos for you guys in quick succession. So hey, everybody's a winner. Here we have Tiger 131. This is a recent addition to the world of tanks on console, and was released with the Fury when that was recently resold for the first time in about a year and a half or so. The history of this tank, as it is a real tank, is pretty interesting, and I don't want to get bogged down in all of that right now, but I would encourage you guys to look it up, as it is a pretty interesting story. The Tiger 131 currently resides at the Bovington Tank Museum in the English countryside, where it is the sole running Tiger in the world. Yep. And here in the world of tanks, it is probably the singularly most overpowered premium tank in the game. When this thing came through Super Test, I strongly encouraged the developers, by the means available to Super Test tankers, which admittedly is pretty small, to convert this heavy to a Tier 6 premium. The L56 KWK 36 88mm is the historically accurate gun for the Tiger, which I think is awesome in terms of the game. But historically, in terms of World of Tanks, it had 132mm of penetration, but recently it was buffed to 145. Now, that doesn't apply to the T-3488, which still uses the old 132mm of penetration, because that tank is just another freak of nature that Wargaming has sent down the pipes. Most tanks that use the L56 now have 145mm of penetration, which I think is perfect. And this tank... Oh wait, before we get into that, here's your ammo racks, guys, and this is where your ammo racks live in all the Tigers. The Tiger 1, the Tiger Hammer, and the Tiger 131. So just get familiar with this. Make sure that you're protecting your sides, and I would encourage you to put safe stowage on all your crews. That being said, this L56 88mm on the Tiger 131 gets a whopping 169mm of penetration, and it also gets nearly 11 rounds a minute at 220 average damage. Now, it's not as accurate as the Tiger 1's L71, but it aims faster and it shoots significantly faster, making it, I think, hands down the best Tiger in the game, and probably the most overpowered premium tank in the game as well. It is absurdly ridiculous the amount of damage that you can spit downrange in this thing, provided you are patient and think laterally and don't try to mash up against too heavy a target at any given time. It's also worth mentioning that yeah, this 169mm of penetration is going to be more than adequate to deal with any of the tanks that you encounter, because guess what? It's also a preferential. You will never see Tier 9s with this tank, and oh my god, let's just watch some games. So here we are on Tundra. It's one of my favorite maps. I like it a lot. It's got good avenues of attack, some good open medium tank country, as well as some interesting choke points. Good map. I wish more maps like this were in the game and less maps like Abbey were in the game. So I'm shooting pretty much all APCR at this point. I think I'm around 92% at the time of this game towards my third mark of excellence. So when I start getting that high, I just shoot APCR at everything. It's unnecessary, but that's kind of just what ends up happening. I swear, once I'm done, I switch off and just go back to AP. And here I am trying to tell you in the garage that the AP rounds have a more than enough penetration to do what you need them to do. And they truly do. But, yeah, third mark of excellence. Third mark of excellence. So I'm here with this T-34-85 fighting this this A-43, and this big bad fucking IS-3 comes rolling up. It's like, that's trouble. I've got a high rate of fire, but there's just no way like I'll be able to DPM that down, even with the help of this 34-85. Who, you know, is more or less ineffective against the front of it. J-Panther rolls in, provides some much-needed distraction. We kind of end up backing this IS-3 down a little bit. And I start signaling madly at the artillery to try to get some artillery support to put this guy down. Because, you know, IS-3s are tough. He's already hit me twice and almost killed me. Well, I'm down, you know, half health. We start getting some cooperation from the artillery. And an AT-7 rolls up. We've got to deal with this guy now, too. Fortunately, there's another Tiger here. And I love me some Tiger. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of the Tiger 1, the Tech Tree Tiger 1, but I am convinced that this Tiger is the Tiger 131. Jesus, there's so many Tigers now. I'm convinced the Tiger 131 is the best one in the game. It's just so overpowered. And without the looming threat of tier 9s popping in on top of you, you can really just ride effortlessly into battle. Always a good idea to take the tracks off of turret-locked tank destroyers, that way they can't get their guns on you. AT-7s can equip 20-pounders, and you do not want to get shot at by a 20-pounder. Oh, the J-Panther goes down in an effort to flank the IS-3, but that gives us time to roll around on his side and get some damage into him. Oh, we bounced. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, there you go, Artie. There you go. I don't know how I bounced that shot. Off what looked like my upper glacis, but it could have very well been maybe my gun mantlet. Gun mantlet on a Tiger 1 is kind of tough. So the rest of this game pretty much consisted of us driving around and farming damage on this this IS-2. I go, oof, there you go, ammo rack time, baby. Let's see where I'm at. So currently 92% at this point in the grind, and I don't think these are in chronological order, but as you can see, the most damage in the room, and that's a tier 8 game, and that's as bad as the matchmaking gets in this world with the Tiger 131. Now I do some in-game commentary here, but I included this game just for some post-battle results that I think are important to show. Just gonna let this run and see what develops. God damn it. Wow. Shit just ghosted straight through him. Let me waste another shot at him here. When I was playing this game, I didn't even realize my headset was on. I think it's funny catching all my in-game commentary about the shitty RNG and the ghost rounds and whatnot. Why I included this video, however, has mainly to do with the Tiger 131 driver on the enemy team. We need to look at the board at the end of this game and just go further to prove my point about how overpowered this tank is. Get dead. Currently I'm running something of an aggressive equipment setup with optics, vents, and a gun rammer. And with that rig, I have a 4.64 second reload. Now when I put a crew in here with Brothers in Arms on it, that drops to 4.54 seconds. That's 220 average damage every 4.5 seconds with this gun. And that is just madness. There are numerous 75mm guns at low tiers that, you know, with a similar setup, are going to put out about a 3.5 second reload. Yes! Radley fucking Walters! Radley fucking Walters. Now look at the damage totals that the two Tiger 131s put up in this game, and let me know if you notice anything about it. Jesus Christ, wargaming. But God bless you at the same time, because this tank is just stunningly beautiful. It's an absolute joy to drive, and, you know, I mean, it's not without its weaknesses. Like, it's definitely not a brawler, and its turret traverse is abysmally slow. I think it's 20 degrees a second or something like that. And then its traverse speed, I think, is 28. So it's not nimble. It has good straight line mobility and is dangerous at medium to long range. But, you know, in a brawl, it's really not great. However, you generally have the DPM to kind of protect yourself, and hopefully you got people shooting at stuff that's trying to get behind you. But I found that it's pretty good at getting up to a medium range frontal position, doing some spotting, getting some noses bloodied on the other end, and you know, working it in with that fast firing 88. Now, my eye has just caught this string of red coming up this other channel here, and this is South Coast for those that are unaware. This Boilermaker is just, I mean, I made a video about the Firefly, go back and watch it. That guy, let me know if you notice anything about the way that guy was playing his Boilermaker, and we can talk about it in the comments. But just watch the rate of fire. Like, watch me just shred these heavy tanks. This T-150, you know, like, I think he's using the 85mm currently. I don't think that's the 107 just yet. He's done. KV-2's just getting thrashed. Managed to reload in time to get a shot at him, and it's a low roll, but, you know, it's almost 200 damage. Bounce a shot from the Hellcat, so that's nice. T-29, just, you know, sitting here completely out in the open, you know, which is like, why aren't you on the side of the hill, dude, hiding all that soft hull? But he doesn't even see fit to shoot at me. He's shooting at a tank that's further away from him. You know, and a T-29 has 5 rounds a minute, I believe, 5.5 rounds a minute, 5 1/4, something like that, with 320 average damage, and this is 220 average damage every 4.5 seconds. A base 11 rounds a minute, almost, you know? I don't know. But at the same time, God bless you, Wargaming, it's just a beautiful tank, and yeah, the gun's not terribly accurate, but it's medium accurate, and it misses occasionally, but hey, with a 4.5 second reload, man, you can just do all sorts of crazy shit, like charge T-25 ATs and get them to spin around, break their facade, and hey, guess what? You got the mobility to get in behind them. Low roll, didn't get the kill, but hey, you know what? It's not always about kills. We're just trying to do damage. Damage is where it's at. Unfortunately, a lot of these remaining tanks don't have a whole lot in the way of hit points, and really the only thing we can do is hope to kill them. Now, I missed a shot on that T-20. Miss another shot. You know, that Panther can have him. Flip around, try to finish off this Fury. Hey, what do you know? It's the tank that was sold alongside the 131. I'm just going to free aim in on this guy and blast. He's dead. Something I really love about Tigers, the Tiger 1s anyway, in the game, is that they are really good at shooting on the move. I guess it has to do with the fact that most of my German crews have both Snapshot and Smooth Ride and Brothers in Arms. All that helps, obviously, and not an insignificant amount, but oh, seriously, I missed that shot? Are you kidding me? Anyway, even a stock Tiger 1 without like a good crew in it is pretty good at shooting on the move. I would encourage you guys to not use the auto lock and actually work on free aiming over the shoulder and see what you can do to put some shots in, because Tigers will do it. Now, it's definitely not in the bag just yet. Ooh, snapshot into that guy, and I missed the shot that I aimed, you know? It's like RNG. It's just a bitch. God, I can't get over this rate of fire. It's so crazy. 440 average damage, you know, inside of 8 seconds. It's crazy. That's tier 10 levels of damage. Granted, you do have to put the shots on target, and they do need to cut through. So there's that to account for as well. But anyway, I'm rambling. What was I saying? I don't know. Let's just move on. We'll gloss over that. This Hellcat, what a dick. He deserves to die. God damn, missed a couple shots on him there, but hey, you know what? Bam, dead. And that's all she wrote, boys. 3,894 damage, I'll tell you what. Now, Tiger 131 is on sale currently at your local World of Tanks premium shop, and I wouldn't necessarily encourage you to spend money on this game, but if you do, watch out for your fucking ammo racks, because that shit is real. Bunch of ammo racks in this video. It's been the Long Con. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.